ready to go with the Maktoum Memorial Challenge Grand Prix. It is very definitely one of the big nights in world show jumping. World-class field of 29 due to start. The course designer here, of course, great German course designer Olaf Peterson. And of course with 250,000 American dollars as the first prize. You'd expect it to be tough, and it is, I would suspect. And certainly already the first to take us round will be Ireland's Jessica Curtin with Lady Georgina Forbes' Quiel. Let's go around the track, Tim.
Thank you, Mike. We start off with a fairly straightforward oxer, then a sharp right-hand turn to the fortress wall. That's about 150 high. Left and back on yourself over quite a square oxer. Is then a short backward distance over the quite tall vertical by the in-gate. A backward distance again to a two-stride double with an oxer coming out. Bit of power there. Turning left-handed over the skyline vertical, about 155. And now we do another switchback turn over the skinny oxer in the centre of the arena. Now this is a very short distance. 4 strides very backwards to a very wide oxer. Again, another switchback turn, which is what this course is all about. Big vertical, and again, look at the angle now where the combination is. The triple combination, oxer, a little bit short to a 1 stride to a vertical, and then a little long and pushing to an oxer. Then we're coming short over a vertical. This is a great round so far. It's got plenty of time. And another switchback turn to a wide oxer. It's a long way off, but what a lovely round.
Well, what a start. Took a little time out to have a quick look myself. Not as gutsy perhaps as the final round for me, Tim, in the Olympic Games, but
she's delighted.
She's got this Grand Prix off to a flyer. Not the best of draws for Jessica Curtin, and not the best of draws for Nick Skelton with John and Lisa Hell's Arco the Third.
Nick Skelton, John and Lisa Hell's Arco, Great Britain.
He won on the first night, but he knows he's got to go clear now to be in the battle for the $250,000 first prize.
What's nice, Mike, is that with Nick being second, at least he knows what his plan is. But the second thing is that Jessica showed that the time is not incredibly tight, which is a nice bit of pressure off that Jessica didn't have. Oh, had a bit of a leg on that one. Stay up. Big power out there. A gutsy oxer and very, very square. Again, the turns starting to come in down the centre line, almost like an S in the way that he's designed it. It's just very short. Oh, and it's a wide one, not the sort of fence you want to be having to hold to. But he's gave you no option, you have to. Oh, look at this. Combination, a little short, and then a little bit of a push. And Nick's coming backwards and short for the vertical, which he's got. It's okay for time. Oh, yeah. Game on.
We are definitely jumping for the moon. Nick Skelton, 2 gone, 2 clear. What will the thoughts be of course designer Olaf Peterson? And there is Olaf, Bob Ellis on the right. Olaf in the middle. He looks pretty serious, but he's very experienced. I'm sure Tim's absolutely right. He'll be pretty cool. What a moment for this 19-year-old. Tim Gredley, his parents here to watch. Stephen Smith's here to give him the very best of advice. And he's riding this very good 9-year-old by Berggraf O'Malley. But he won't have seen a course as big as this. Big test of this young man.
Yeah, Mike, it's a huge test. He's got a good temperament, but I'm sure the nerves are jangling at this point. It's important to get the first 2 or 3 fences out the way and create and maintain a good tempo. Forward on the 5 there. That's an optional distance. Forward or back. Got very close to that fence there. Stay cool there, stay cool. Now this is a short distance of 4 strides. He doesn't want to be too big here. Oh, he came back beautifully. You've got to keep his rhythm through these turns. That's what they're there to do, to disrupt the rhythm. He's got to maintain his rhythm through the turns. Good. He's going forward to this. Jumps it.
And that, Tim, is why this young man is regarded so highly in Great Britain, and they're beginning to see it in the rest of the world. What a round.
That was absolutely out of the top drawer, and his face looked steely, and oh, there's Stephen, his trainer, and Derek Ricketts, the team manager there. That's great performance.
He's not had the luck in this 3-day show at the moment, but oh, he saved it for this one.
His face, he goes forward here, and look, he still stays up.
The going's good, the lighting is good, the field is top class, and this man is another name to prove it. The great Rodrigo B back with his beloved Gladus, owned by Madeline Winter-Schulz. This the horse that he had from quite a young horse. Went on to win the European Championships of Arnhem in 2001. Probably been his best horse, but he's been off the road for quite a while. Been back this autumn, and already a very good winner, particularly in the valuable La Corona Grand Prix. That was indoors in Spain just before Christmas.
A very confident way of preparing this horse for this Grand Prix as well, Mike. He chose to ride it in only 1 speed class and jump 5 fences and come out. And so it's actually only done 5 jump. Oh! Basically just ran a little bit on the ground, on the distance there. Just bumped the front rail out. Well, all best laid plans.
Yes, even the great Ludger's plans sometimes come adrift, and it's not very often. When they're big, he normally is right there on the dot.
Certainly a very confident plan with the amount of money that's been on offer to just save this horse for this one competition. Oh, oh! Ludger lost his stirrup there, and for a second was all over the place. Oh, and I think he's still running without a stirrup there. Something's definitely gone wrong with Ludger.
Former world champion and European champion bows out. It's 1 fence down. Let's have a little look. Yeah.
Oh.
It's broken. Interesting, the bottom of the stirrup is still on his feet, but on his foot rather.
They're a new design actually, Mike, and I've been, that's funny this. Lads here, look, there, as you're coming out of the combination, he's snapped in half, but they're a new design and they work like the ski boot where it clicks into your foot. So in actual fact, even though his foot is still attached to the stirrup iron snapped in 2.
Germany with more riders in the top 20, the world's top 20 than anyone else. The reigning European champion now, Marco Kutzer, with his great horse, Montender, the horse that he won that title on so emphatically in San Patriano. Part of the Olympic team last year, been brought on very well by the great Rodrigo B. Now, what can he do?
It's not going to particularly suit this horse in that, though he's a big scopy jumper, and I wouldn't want to say any other. Oh, had a little bit of rub there. He's a horse that likes to go in his own rhythm. He likes to go in his own tempo. And with all these turns, it's making it very difficult to establish that rhythm and tempo, and you're always changing the lines. So Marco's really going to have his work cut out here just to keep the horse within a frame. He's turned the wrong way. I don't believe that. He's turned away, and I think he's going all the way around. Now, he hasn't crossed his tracks at this. This is a bit of a moment, but he actually kept his composure has that unruffled.
How's the time affected that?
I think he's still going to be okay for time. I think he's going to get inside the time. He's got to wiggle on.
Well, that was a bit of a let-off. Does come safely home, 4 seconds virtually inside the time.
This is a bit of a moment that I don't think I've seen, certainly in this type of competition with this type of money. Look, as he lands, he automatically turns. He's quite happy. And then he realises, now, quick thinking here, he mustn't cross his tracks. If he does, that's 4 faults. So he gallops through that little gap. Again, all the time his mind will be racing. Have I crossed my tracks? And then picks it up. Oof, that was quick thinking, but bit of a cock-up.
Yes, if Kurt Grevermar had been here, I would have think probably he might just get a little bit of a talking to. Now, the world's #1. German again, we're really into the thick of the world-class Germans. It's Marcus Enning. Marcus, now 31 years old, but he's been at the top of his trade for a while. But the first time he hit the #1 in the world was this year, and this horse, one of the reasons why the great Gitania helped Germany to a team gold medal, but it individually was not a good competition for Marcus.
Got a wonderful way of jumping. Back end is super extravagant. But what Marcus has actually got to do, he's just got to soften the front end, because what she can do is make the odd mistake in front. See, the back end is superb. He has to give the front end a little bit of time, Mike, you know. And very often, especially at a wide oxer, she can sometimes just come back down on the back rail as well behind you. He's got to judge it to perfection.
And he's certainly capable of that.
Super jockey.
You were talking about Olaf Peters's blood pressure, Tim, but that's 6 clear rounds out of 9 that have gone in this Dubai Grand Prix. That 250,000 is going to take some winning, and the round against the clock. Well, look out. Fasten your safety belts.
Again, you know, I was talking about having to just support the front. You see there, look, she just had a little bit of a rub on that back rail in front. Marcus has got to just give her all the time in the world to develop the front, but then she's still got to get across that back rail.
In comes the world's #3, American-born, but now rides for Germany, Meredith Michaels Beerbaum. Her husband not riding, but here to support her. They're a great team. Their stables at home, very impressive. They've worked together. And Meredith, of course, went to the top of the world rankings this season, first woman to do so, and riding the great Shutterfly that she won the World Cup on. But she too has had a problem here.
She'll be very happy, Mike, when she jumps a second fence, and I won't say anything until she's jumped it. That's the fence it wouldn't jump the other night, and it stopped at. And so, but they had a reason for that. They said that they were first to go, and the preparation wasn't as good as it should have been, and they ended up rushing in, and it was the first fence. Because I actually went and asked why they didn't jump him yesterday in the speed class because of what happened, and they were very confident that that was a one-off, not part of the horse's character, and they got a reason for it, so there is no reason to change their initial plan. He is a super horse, and they've given him the benefit of the doubt. They've trusted their judgment and also what they know about the horse.
Very sensitive horse.
As of all careful horses, to be so careful. They've got to have that sensitivity. Oh!
Well.
Peeked at the water, the Oasis jump. Just had a look at the water, and now you wonder whether or not she should have maybe jumped it again so it could have seen that fence. As we come around the corner, it's jumped a fantastic round up to now. Turns the corner, you see by his expression, he's looked down, what's that? Threw a toe at it. Oh!
He is a fantastic horse, but the last fence. Here it is.
Careful horses, you see, they see things. That's got pond underneath. It's also got palm trees by the side, which actually create, you see the palm trees there, Mike? They create a shadow and they move in the breeze.
Brazil's Rodrigo Pessoa and Balabé du Rouet. Now 17 years old. Rodrigo saves him for the big ones, and he's been very successful in doing it. He's gone back right up the rankings to number 2. We've hardly seen him here. Jumped a good round, but didn't get through to the jump off on the first night. Haven't seen him since. Has he saved it for this?
This horse is so good that he made an uncharacteristic mistake the first night. Oh, look at that. Look at him, he's springy. Oh, I don't even feel as good as he does. And he's older than me. Oh, we had a little rub there. Hang on a second, you've got to keep his concentration. Now, this is the only thing. These turns are so acute that sometimes he can be a little playful. Oh, a little rub there. Look, see, this is where he plays a little bit on the corners, but he maybe won't be expecting these fences to come so quick, and that's caught him out once or twice in his career. Again, a little rub. Again, look at this turn here. I hope he's picked the fence up quickly enough. Oh.
Yes! And this Grand Prix is all the better for having this great combination in the jump-off. Clear round number 8 for the world champion of 1998 on this very horse, Rodrigo Pessoa and Balabé du Rouet.
Oh, it wasn't convincing by any chalk, but again, look at the way he jumps out, you know, and then when he lands, watch this, watch, puts his head down and says, hey, do I feel good? That's fantastic, look at him.
And here's one of the young guns that is certainly making the old order changes. From Holland, Gerco Schroeder. Gerco, one of 3 very good brothers. Eurocommerce Promotions Milano. This is the horse that he helped Holland to win the team bronze in the Europeans in July. And then 2 fantastic clears in the big Samsung final at Barcelona.
Gerco's career has just gone uphill over the last 2 years. He's just been better and better, and now he's the fullback, if you like, of the Dutch team, and he's amassed so much experience in such a short time. Mustn't do that coming in here. As it be, oh, he's taken spook of something. We're in trouble now.
Oh. Well recovered.
That's positive reactions from the rider there. That's what makes a top rider. The reactions are positive.
And that's why he's climbed to number 8. Lucky, very lucky. Climbed to number 8. And he's the only Dutch rider in the top 20. But it's the 9th clear. This jump-off is going to be some jump-off.
It surely is. He's had a little rub here, but now he's turning for the combination, and all of a sudden the horse falls in. Instead of making the proper turn, he falls in, and look, he's veering dramatically to the right-hand side. And Gurko's got to get going forward. The positive reactions, heart in his mouth, but the horse responded at the end.
Well, this arena is a buzz. Wonderful in the dark, the lighting fantastic. Not only here in the arena, but around. You can see the green lights and the beautiful trees. As in comes the great John Whitaker with Exploit du Roulade. He's seen it all, but he's so impressed by this show now. Can he impress everybody more by getting this difficult French stallion round to join the clears?
John's going to need to use every bit of his skill, because with it being such a twisty type of course, it's an early doors bath. A bit disappointed with that. What I was going to say was the twistiness of this course. This horse is a little bit like Rodrigo's, that he messes about sometimes on the corners, and makes it even more difficult when the course is more twisty. Unfortunately, it's good night, Irene, so far. See, he bobs a little bit out of John's hand, and John's got to try and keep him as smooth and as level as he can, but there's no better man in the world for that type of thing. See on the side of his bridle, he's got a bit of fur now. That was a perfect shot there. The horse tilts his head, tends to look back at John. So he's put that on to stop him doing that.
What a pity. Fence down. John's won a Grand Prix on this horse. The Grand Prix of Portugal, and has won some great puissance. His jump popped over 7'3" in the puissance at London.
He's got all the jump, this horse, but see here, as he makes the turn, John's quite tight on the turn, and he gets a nice distance, gives him a little bit of leg, and he just comes down. That's a cheap fence, you know, that's a very, very cheap rail.
Two from the United States of America, and they're quite right that there are two here, because they have become a strong world force, stronger than for a number of years. In fact, one or two of the very good judges said as strong as the days of Bert Denemethly, and then the Americans were really feared. This is Bey Madden, part of the American team that won gold in Athens, riding Abigail Wexner's De Silvio. Bey being a very good winner, but a particularly good winner at Spruce Meadows in Canada.
She's not having the best of shows here, Mike, and she sort of really put her hopes on this competition to try and take some of those American dollars back. It's a big jumping horse, this. A little bit slow in front, she has to give the horse time, but you wouldn't get a better competitor for a fight than someone like Beezy. She wouldn't be panicking that she... Oh, a little bit of a lucky moment. She wouldn't be panicking that she's had the best show. Pushed a little forward on that shorter distance and just hurried the horse off the floor. Lots of things going through your mind at this time, and grave disappointment about the whole. Oh, look at that jump, the last fence for
Well, only 4 horses and riders on 4 faults, and they're 4 pretty good ones. Rodrigo B, Meredith Michaels, John Whitaker, and now Bey Madden.
Again, this short distance, we've seen it time and time again. You've got to be really soft to this vertical, and they've got to land flat-footed. Just runs, just gets a little close. She actually pushes him a little bit, look. She pushes him a little bit at it. Maybe thought she was going to be riding for the back rail as a front.
but Bey Madden bows out. But the Americans with one chance left, and it's Skylar Riley with the South Beach Stables Opus Sept, Belgian-bred horse. But again, a rider with a lot of style, very typical of the American riders. Sort of long rein, very good style. Very often comes from the hunter competitions they have out there. It's where the basis of a lot of their riders have come from, Jim, isn't it?
That's right. Their system out there, you know, with the hunter jumping, the person's position must absolutely remain as still. Now, if you look at all the American riders, their lower leg position on seat is almost like it's nailed on, which is a little bit like these jumps right at the moment, because she's had a couple of rubs and nothing's happened. It's jumping quite open in front, Opus is, and she's got to... Oh, got very close there, but you wouldn't have liked to have your finger on the back rail there, I have to say, but still clear at the moment. Show jumping by Braille to a certain extent. Gone and dishing out to canter and broken down a little bit in the canter. There you go.
Lovely round, and America have got one through to the jump off. And look at that!
she did touch a few of the fences going round, and now horse obviously has the touch, because if you look, it's coming round to the vertical now, and you've got to be soft off the floor and good in front. Little rub, but the pole's rocking, and with that, the vibration, and look again, has to work very hard at that oxer there.
Skylar, great ride.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a little exciting. I've had a little bit of luck with me on my side at that burst jump, but I'll take it.
Yeah, for people who don't watch show jumping that much, how come you got away with the clear when the fence fell down?
Because I didn't lower the height of the fence. I just, anything other than lowering the height of the fence, it doesn't count.
3 left to go in the first round, and don't go away, because this competition is now virtually at boiling point. 3 left to go in the first. We've got 12 clears, and it's the one Frenchman here, Jean-Marc Nicolas, with Jean-Pierre Clement's JPC Modesto Equifoam. Very good horse. Jean-Marc has been on the international circuit for many, many years, but this horse put him right back up in the French reckonings. But a stallion that has also got other work to do, and as you said earlier in the week, Tim, not necessarily prepared for this.
He's been doing stud work, Mike, and when Jean-Marc got his invitation, it was 3 weeks ago, and the horse was actually at stud, and he's only been back in work for about a week. But, you know, Jean-Marc, being ever the competitor, would rather be here. As he said to me, you can't win it when you are at home. So he decided to come along, unprepared or not. Now, there, Jean-Marc just got a little bit at 6 and 7s with that short distance. And that's quite a big oxer there. You've got to be really as balanced as possible. Jean-Marc's always been a very physical rider. Sort of sometimes almost throw himself over and hope the horse catches him at the other side. You see here, working very hard. He's no stylist. He doesn't care about the style. He just wants to jump clears and get the horse over. But that's a good round, really, considering the horse's preparation. The unusual thing with Jean-Marc as well, he always has his reins over the top of his hand, which is very strange, look. But here, look, he's landed, he's a bit, we're all over the place here, 6 and 7, head up. And he tries to throw him up to the other side, but you can see how the horse is landing. He's nearly landing sideways.
Khalid Al-Eid, the very talented man from Saudi Arabia. He's had a good show. This Celle Francais horse, very capable now. Can he give them the one clear round that would have this crowd on their feet?
He's certainly very capable. This is quite a busy horse, a lot of blood.
Hope he has.
Tends to want to take Khalid over before he's probably ready, but Khalid rides him really very sympathetic, you know. Oh, he's a bit quick onto this. Careful as cat. Look at that. Oh, that was a dicey moment for him. That distance was very short. When he held, the horse's head would have come up, and he had to sort of try and do it quickly and then release again to give the horse a chance of jumping the back rail, and he got away with it. He's got to keep it together here, though. I said he's a quiet rider, but he's very effective when he needs to be, and that was certainly that moment as well.
He's done it!
Yeah.
And the cheers go up, yes! Let me tell you, look at that! And that's very good for the sport in this part of the world.
He's a lovely lad, he really is, a super, super lad, and they do right to give him a clap because he rode fantastic there.
One left to go. And here's a man too who is very capable. Ludo Philipparts for Belgium with Dion Soons as Kira the third.
She's an unusual coloured mare, and she's got a lot of jump. Just sometimes she can do the odd strange thing where she can spook at something, or maybe just look at something. And she's had going into that double. I'm surprised that's not gone more, actually, because that is a very big vertical, and it's early on in the course. But Ludo's the first to have that down. And that one gone as well. Ludo still had a good show. He's driving home in a new car, which he won the first night, so we mustn't feel too sorry for him.
Smooth hands.
I'd swap places with him right this second, I must say.
Well, not the best of rounds for the great Belgian rider Ludo Philipparts. Been very much part of their success, but he's not going to bring them glory tonight. Well, ready for the fireworks time, because it's the final jump off. 13 of the world's very best for the Dubai Grand Prix, the richest ever Grand Prix in the history of the sport. 250,000 American dollars goes to the winner. 750,000 it is in total. And we really have got an all-star cast. The draw could be pretty influential. This young lady's not got the best of it. From Ireland, it's Jessica Curtin, the Masters winner here earlier. And she rides Quiel. Let's take it round the track, because it could be a very quick start.
Yeah, right, the first fence is the Oasis fence, and then it's a long run to a vertical, and then a roundish sort of turn, not a particularly turning back fence. I'm surprised Jessica's not going quicker than this. Then you have your first of your turn backs back to this vertical. Now she's getting a lick on. Straight across the centre of the arena in an S shape. The skinny oxer looks at the angle, straight across. Nearly knocks the cameraman over. She's going forward. Now the next turn back to the oxer. And then will she keep coming on down to this big vertical? 8 strides, give big kick. She's clear.
She's clear. Whoever wins has got to go all of the way. But I have just that feeling that it's not quick enough. 38.22. She certainly didn't take a stride out down to the last, Tim.
She was riding forward. There was a dramatic change. It's almost like when she first started, she wanted to have the caution until she got the double out of the way, and then she seemed to go forward. And then to the last, she waited. I think that you're right. She's left a little bit there. It can be exploited.
So that's one out of the way. And here's another man with not the best of draws. But he did it from the front here on the first night. Can Nick Skelton, the first of the two British riders, do it again with John and Lisa Hales's Arco? 38.22, that's the target, but probably would like to be quicker than that with some of the others to come later. Here, some of the others. That's Skylar Riley right in front of us.
He's gone forward there already. Oh, now turn back. They've got to watch it over jump in here. This could be short. If Nick keeps going forward though, because there is good money down the line, it will give us a good indication as to how quick Jessica was. And in fairness, he's keep moving just to try and look at some of that place money. Again, he's gone down there on the 8 strides. 38.73.
In fact, he's slower than Jessica Curtin, interestingly enough. 38.73. And the 1 fence down for Nick Skelton at Arca. Let's have a look at this again.
He knows he can't come in here too quick. And look, he was a long way off, and as a result, just coming down on it through his jump. The horse was jumping so good.
Well, there is Stephen Smith. He's the trainer of this 19-year-old, Tim Gredley, and this the biggest competition that he's been in the sharp end of ever.
And, just ran at that vertical a little bit. Got to sit him up a little bit. Oh, come on, Tim, all's not lost. Still good money down the line.
Yes, Jessica was over that skyline in 18 seconds, Tim, and that actually is a second quicker than either Nick or Tim, actually.
Jessica was very quick, though, to the white vertical with the sails underneath. She was extremely forward to that. 7. Oh, he's gone 9 to the last fence and got too close to it on the 9 strides.
8 faults, 41.08, but there's plenty of time for this man. And he might well be featuring, could be Hong Kong even, as far as Britain's Olympic squad is concerned, but London 2012 is certainly what's creating the interest back in England.
Yeah, this is the second fence, and you see, he just lets him get a little bit in front of him, and here, look, he's going backwards. He's making the horse short in the stride. He gets very deep on the last stride, and he knows because he's turned around in the air, he knew that he got too close to that, but it's all experience for him.
What a fantastic 3 days it's been at this Al Maktoum Memorial Challenge. It's lived up to all its expectations as the reigning European champion of 2005 comes in. Mark Akutzer for Germany. Germany, remember, with 4 through, trying for this richest ever prize. His European Championship horse, Montender II.
Oh, you know, just happened a bit the other day that Marco went a little bit out of his cog, out of his rhythm, and the horse just gets a little bit flat on him. Jessica now they'll all be wondering, on earth what they've got to do, because Jessica's put a target down, which is very, very good from where I'm sat.
Yes, the Dubai Masters winner is sitting very prettily at the moment. 38.91, again, not as quick as the leader, but of course a fence down as well. So that now moves into third.
See, he's trying to support him in the hand. Marco's saying, don't get too flat on him, but again, a little bit forward on his last part of his jump and just threw himself at that top rail, shaking his head there. He's really disappointed with that.
The world's best at work, and here's the man who heads them at the moment. It is Marcus Henning with Gitania, and this will be a very good measure now of just how well Jessica Curtin has gone. 38.22, still the target, and has he spotted something?
No, he thought the horse was just going to go to the toilet, so she is, look. Again, that's the feel that these riders have. Feel her back being a little bit humped and just wanted to... Danger time. Jessica's heart will be... Jumps that second, make sure of it. Oh, and the gap coming out, but he's left them. angled up on
Same
the
time.
verticals.
This
Now.
is in very much in touch. Not now. Well, it would be some performance to lead it from the front, I have to say.
She's certainly got the boys ruffled, hasn't she?
38.18, that is quicker. That is quicker. It goes second. But the 250,000 is not going to be Marcus Ennings.
He's cutting the angle out here. He's going straight on the angle there, look. And basically, because of the angle, one foot was out the way of the pole, but the other one wasn't.
Can the world champion of 1998, 3 times World Cup winner on the trot with this wonderful French bred horse by Galibet, the great Balibet de Rouet. This man ticks when the big time comes, and surely it's come this evening.
Oh. Well, this is the thrills and spills of this jump off her. It's unbelievable.
Well,
Now
this is world breaking news here.
Look, he's looking now second prize at the moment because there's only one clear, but he wants to be fast on the 4. So he's really going. It's almost like 2 competitions in one. He can't win the main one, so he's going for the second prize.
What's he trying to beat? He's trying to beat 4:38.18. Hasn't done it. 38.80. He goes 4th. It's not been Rodrigo Pessoa's show. But could it be Jessica Curtin's?
Just comes round the corner here to the first. Everything's in balance. Horse spots the fence. Oh, just one toe. What was it? Just, and as if to say, oh, what was I thinking of there?
Well, Jessica Curtin picked up, what was it, $37,000 for the Masters. Oof, if she could win the 250, it would, I think, definitely be time for celebration in Ireland. Gerke Schroeder now, the young man from Holland, Eurocommerce Milano. Jessica, ranked, of course, in the world at the moment at 7, and this man 1 place behind her. Now, can he get that rubber band wound up and get a quicker time than 38.22?
He's very capable. I've seen him win some big Grand Prix at the Gallop, so you won't be frightened of having a cut. Oh, overcooked it going in.
I wish we could find a picture of Jessica's husband, because Eckhart, I'm sure, would probably be hiding.
Oh, he'd be walking up and down. You can't believe he'd be getting so wound up. But it just goes to show Jessica's tactics. If you remember, she jumped 1, 2, and 3, and then visibly quickened up. So in other words, she actually got the early part of the course out the way with before she went forward. And I've seen so many horses have that first double.
6 on 4 faults in this jump off. Gerke goes 6th. 2 to go, and could we start thinking of a win for Saudi Arabia? Because the very last to go will be Khalid Al-Ed. But of course, one for America, and then Khalid to come. And here is the American challenge, the very stylish Skylar Riley.
Oh, change, oh. Well, that'll keep him thinking anyway, but...
Oh,
no, had that down as well.
America's chance, gone. Only the 1 clear round and 1 left to jump.
Oh, oh my word. This is...
Well, that's Meredith Michaels Berber. She thinks it's all over. Rides for Germany, of course, but still very interested in the American team, Meredith. But Skylar, 8 faults, 8 in 43.45. Well, well, well. Now the crowd will be on their edge of the seats. That is for certain in this Grand Prix.
Huge amount of pressure.
250,000 American dollars it is. That is now in the balance. Will it be Ireland or will it be Saudi Arabia? The very last to go. He's cool, he's calm. Can he do it? Khalid Alid, bronze medal in Sydney. But he would now love to win this Dubai Grand Prix. That would do show jumping proud in this part of the world. Al Riyadh he rides.
Oh, what must he be feeling like now? One clear round, all the others have had faults. Your mind saying you've got to go steady and try and jump the clear and go for second, but you're also thinking, hang on, we could also win this. It's a real tough one.
He's off and running.
It's all over.
It's all over.
Oh.
It's all over. It won't be Saudi Arabia, but it will be Ireland. There she is.
Oh.
She's on the phone. I've won the lottery. What a performance for Ireland.
Back with Khalid. He's now going to try and go for second, you know, so let's not stop watching him. He's going to be giving it, because that would be a tremendous result as well. So we know the win race, but has he got a chance of coming into second?
Well, he's got to beat Marcus Ehrling, 38.18.
Long way off.
And he's actually in touch. Go on. Don't think he's done it. No, he hasn't. What a pity. Time in the end wasn't quite good enough, but he certainly has carried the Arab challenge right to the line. 38.65, and there is the winner, and there's her husband. Well, the pictures tell the tale. Tremendous performance. She's been riding so well.
Oh, look at that for the groom. That's tremendous.
And Tim, one's got to say, Ireland really need a turn of fortune, and maybe Jessica Curtin has done it tonight.
That's a fabulous result for herself and Ireland. But look, she's saying, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. She's dumbstruck.
Ireland win, Jessica Curtin, the only clear round, 38.2. Marcus Enning, the world's number 1. He is second. He takes $170,000 home. Third, Nick Skelton, and he's not had a bad pay night. $120,000 he'll take home. And in fourth place, it is Rodrigo B for Brazil with Balabé de Rouet.
Jessica, many congratulations. What a fantastic win.
Yeah, absolutely thrilled. I mean, I was on the telephone to my owner, Lady Georgina Forbes. She was at home, fortunately couldn't be here. And after every horse, I kept ringing, going, right, Georgina, he's had one down. Keep the fingers crossed, I'll call you back. And every time I think my voice got shaker and shaker, the phone calls got shorter and shorter.
This is the richest Grand Prix ever run. We've got the top 20 riders in the world, and you've topped the lot.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. All I can say is wonderful horses, wonderful owner, wonderful team. It's wow.
What sort of pressure going first? Because normally you guys would like to be drawn later, wouldn't you?
Well, absolutely. But I suppose for me it really wasn't that bad, because I just had to go in and do my thing. And with Quiel, I very often had one down in the jump off because I've tried too hard. And I just went in today and said, right, just pretend now it's the first day, it's the speed class, and just let her run round.
This is the first time for the Dubai International Horse Show, and it really has been spectacular. You've been all over the world. How does this match up?
Well, I think Dubai itself is sensational. It's luxury pure. I think the show is a credit to the Maktoum family, a credit to Princess Haya, everybody who's involved, all the workers here. It's sensational. I don't think we've ever had a show like this, and I really hope that there's a big future for this show in Dubai, and I hope there's a really huge future for the sport in this country.
Your Highnesses, the winner of the first Maktoum Memorial Grand Prix, Jessica Curtin, Quiel, has been presented.
And here's the President, Her Royal Highness Princess Haya. Such a wonderful inspiration. It's been her dream, and that dream has come so true. And from a lovely lady as President, a lovely lady of world show jumping, who takes the rich rewards of this wonderful inaugural running of the Maktoum Memorial Challenge. Who can blame Quiel, the horse, for being excited? But there is the magnificent trophy, and there is a Links of London replica to go with it for Whoa, hang on, Jesse. And this lady has not had a fence down with her 2 horses here in Dubai. Well, a wonderful end to a truly wonderful night, and indeed a wonderful 3 days, where the hospitality to one and all has been quite outstanding. And this has been a true showcase for the sport that I'm sure will ring around the world, with tonight's winner, the loudest cheers for Ireland's Jessica Curtin.